Whew. What is it, Nestor? Hey, buddy. You're curious about the pumpkin coffee? Like, what's going on with the pumpkin coffee? You don't want pumpkin coffee now, do you? The pumpkin coffee? But you just want that wrapper because it makes noise, right? Oh, look, making noise. Look, go get it. That's what you're after. What's that? Oh, he's got it now. I'm gonna take it away from you. I'm gonna take it. Where'd it go? Oh, I got it. I got it now. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Alright, you gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back by force. Oh, here it is. For it. Run again. Oh, it's buried. There it is. There it is. There it is. Go get it. Hello, guys. Let me get some better lighting here. Oh, that'll do. How's everyone doing? For some reason, I thought this was... Oh, make sure my headlights are off. Okay. For some reason, I had it in my mind that this was Sunday, but it's not. So I was starting up thinking I needed to do the Toon Squad, but I guess I do not. So we'll just, do the Toon Squad from Greenville tomorrow night. As far as, do I feel better now? I do. I feel a lot better now that I've had a chance to really get some rest. Tired, was going to decorate for Christmas, but slept for the day away. I know how that goes. So I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with it, but the FTC is imposing some very sweeping changes onto YouTube for the beginning of the year. Hey Dan, how you doing? BTD, good to see you here. They've got me a little bit scared, but then I did see another video today that the FTC is not interested in suing channels that make videos that are general audience videos, which would be more along the lines of what I do, general audience. While my analytics say that no children at all watch my videos, that 50% of my videos are watched by ages 55 to 65. But I do have some as young as their 20s and 30s. But on the minor side, 0%. 0. According to my analytics, that is. So, that makes me feel a little bit better that the letter of the law is actually saying that, yes, 55 to 65. It's actually saying that I'm okay, that the types of content I make, I could just set it for adult, and it would fall under the letter of the law as general audience, not aimed towards kids, not targeting kids, and I should be okay. So that makes me feel a little better. I'm really interested to see how things play out for the rest of the month and next month too, to see what kind of things come to light, if we really are having a sky is falling kind of moment, or what the situation is. Yeah, I'm gonna set all of mine for not made for kids either. And the thing is, Dan, I don't have any profanity in any of my videos. I edit it out. Edit it. Take out all the profanity, and I like to keep things like politics and stuff like that out of it. I don't let things get real confrontational or heated. I do let some things that are just real life kind of show through, the real grittiness of true real life. Like when I get depressed or sad or angry, sometimes I'll come on and I'll just let you guys know what's making me upset. And I like that about YouTube. I think YouTube is about the authentic experience. Our early stuff, I moved to kids only, but no one was watching them anyways. Okay. So, yeah, there you go. You guys wanted to see Nister. You want to see the true star of the show? Well, there he is, the true star of the show. How you feeling, Betty? Hello, Danielle. How you doing? Yeah, and the thing is, guys, like I said, had you scared yesterday? Yesterday, I didn't even put anything up yesterday. Yeah, I didn't put anything up yesterday. What are you doing? What are you doing? Getting a little restless, are you? Seeing as we're sitting still. So anyway, yeah. If things don't change, and the threat of a $42,000 fine continues to hover over my channel, and YouTube does not put in some kind of setting for general audience, and things continue to look scary, when we hit the end of the year, I'm going to set all of my videos to private, and I'll just go dark for a while until I see exactly what the FTC has in mind, if they're really killing YouTube or not. I held 3 babies today at Mrs. Claus. Talk about awkward. Oh. Okay. How many people do we have in the room? Can you guys tell? What are you doing back there? He's walking over the artwork. Okay, 10 people. That's fair enough. For a Saturday night, that's fair enough. Anyway, and we've got like 4 people actually talking, so we've got our regular listeners that are just kind of here to listen in, see what I'm up to. Hello to all of you as well. Feel free to chime in at any point. So, guys, I'm going to do a video about my thoughts on ISCA and the things I learned at ISCA and just how humbling it was whenever I get back to Greenville, probably tomorrow. And I've got a few more videos from the convention to put up. Oh dear, we got a police officer. Let me turn the light off. Okay, he's just driving away. It's a police officer that was in a parking spot and turned to leave out of the parking lot, and I ain't wanting him to see me. Yes, I am still doing the Toon Squad tomorrow. So anyway, yeah, I messed up and I started off the live stream by calling it Toon Squad, and then I just switched it over to driving home from ISCA. Surprising thing for me to learn. I learned a lot about color theory and coloring methods. That was a big thing that I learned there that I'm really going to have to start using more. I'm going to have to get some more tools in my toolbox. Get some special erasers for some certain methods that I've learned now. I'm going to have to start adding a few more colors. I'm going to have to use a few more Crayola colors because they've got a few in their selection that Pantone does not Pantone, Prismacolor does not have. So I got to add that in there. Another big thing that I learned is that more artists than ever are doing digital. And the digital is kind of the way of the future. And if I don't learn it, I'm going to be left in the past. So I don't really have a choice anymore. I have to learn how to use the digital pads and printouts and stuff like that so that I can do gigs at parties and colleges and stuff like that and be able to, you know, do it in digital. You can charge more for digital gigs, charge more by the hour, and the price of tablets and Apple pens and stuff like that, hey Crystal, is starting to come down in price, and it's getting to that point where it's affordable for me to do it. It's getting to be a good option, and there's a lot of programs that are like cheaper, and some of them even free, that you can use for doing digital gigs. Also, learning digital is going to help me out as far as doing illustrations and other stuff that I want to eventually do to incorporate. So that was probably the most surprising thing, to answer your question, was just how much everything is moving to digital. Last time I did ISCA was in 2017, and it was in Orlando, and I don't remember more than 2 people doing digital. We had 10 times that. We had a lot of people doing digital, and they had special printers set up, and they would print stuff out and then hang that on the wall. And they had some oversized printing that I don't know if they had to go to another print shop to get it all printed out, but they had some oversized printing done. And some of that stuff has just really gotten advanced and beautiful and everything. And not to mention, a lot of the art vlogs that I watch on YouTube, like Lavender Town, they use all digital pads and stuff like that, and they can record what they're drawing and then do the whole time-lapse thing, where they can show it like in super fast forward, so the 8 hours of work shows up as 1 minute, and you can actually see it like really fast come together, like what I do sometimes. But when you can see it in the digital program being done in time-lapse, it looks really cool. Very, very, very cool. And it's easier to record that way. You don't have to have the camera over your shoulder watching what you do and making sure that your arm's not getting in the way. You can just record it right off the program and make art vlogs out of it. Some people will stream and talk to their audience while they're doing the artwork. So they're getting views and hits and donations, and at the same time they're doing the artwork and building that loyalty in that audience. And it's the way I need to go. It's really let me know that I am so far behind times. I could sell the pictures as gifts as well, that's true. But not to mention, guys, on the traditional side, there's some stuff that I really need to brush up on as well. Not only with my coloring, using the color pencil sticks that I've been using that I really need to improve on, but I also need to learn how to use like oils and especially acrylics. I really need to start learning acrylics because that's a traditional medium that it looks awesome, and there's some really nice stuff that you can get in acrylics. So I need to start learning acrylics. And so, yeah. it's just kind of let me know a really good idea of like what I need to work on, what direction I really need to be going in. And I hate to say this, guys, but over the past year, doing all of my stuff in Central Florida all the way up into Georgia, doing all the tourist type travel vlog stuff, I've got to cut down on that some. Not all, because if I don't do it, I start getting very restless and very depressed. But I do need to cut back on it and start dedicating more time into developing the artwork. Now, the artwork is where I have the most potential to make money. I have more potential to make money if I'm doing the digital caricatures and I'm getting better at the caricatures and I'm doing more gigs and working my connections that way, and learning the acrylics and the pastels and just doing the artwork more. If I'm doing that more, that has the potential of getting me more money. I thought that if I concentrated on doing the travel vlogs, eventually money would start coming in from doing the travel vlogs. That I would get monetized, I could do all that kind of stuff. But the reality of the situation is, guys, this channel, Ashtoons Travels, is growing way, way too slowly for it to make sense for me to keep trying to do the travel vlogs. It's just not. I've got to cut my losses at this point and start concentrating more on what's actually going to make me some money. Because I'm not making enough as it is. If I plan on, hitting 65, 70 whenever I start getting to where my wrist and fingers probably won't be able to work as good, and I won't be able to, make as much on the drawing, I've got to have enough set aside by that point, and that's only 25 years away, guys. So over the next 25 years, I've got to put enough away to be able to take care of myself during that time, during my twilight years. And at the rate I'm going at right now, I'm not going to be able to put any money away at all. I'm just not making enough. I have to start making more money. That's the cold reality of the situation. And YouTube is not making me any money. So I've got to concentrate on what is going to make me some money. Now, on a positive side, all the stuff that I've been talking about is stuff that I can make videos out of. Yeah, I can still make videos out of doing artwork, of setting up in a street corner and drawing Nestor, and drawing buildings and cityscapes and parks and building my abilities and doing more artwork. I can make videos out of that. I can make art videos out of it. I don't know how much of you guys would actually want to see more art videos, because I've built my channel up until now on the travel stuff. So I feel like I've got an audience that wants to see the travel stuff. But at this point, I've got to switch it over more towards doing the art stuff. And the art videos are harder to make, so they won't come out as often. Oh, well, thank you, Mary. Do you have one type of video that does better than others? Well, anytime that I do a story video with the illustrations, that always does the best. That seems to be the thing that you guys like the most, is when I write a story, then I make the illustrations for it, and then I narrate the story and show the illustrations coming up in time with parts of the story. That's the thing that gets the most views the fastest, and you guys seem to like that the most. But like I said, though, guys, those are harder to make, and they won't come out as often. As long as I'm doing the travel vlogs, and I'm you know, doing adventures and thrift store finds and just vlogging about going out with my friends and stuff like that, I can put those out 3 times a week, no problem. It won't be a problem. But if I'm doing illustrated art videos, I'll be lucky if I get 1 per week done, because they take time. They take time and work to do. Why are you so enamored by this orange bottle, Nestor? It's a bottle of coffee. It's coffee. What is it with this bottle? You can draw a location and talk about it at the same time. Instead of walking through the arc, you can draw it and walk about and talk about what you've seen. That is an excellent idea. That is an excellent idea. I could do a drawing of, if I was to do, that's a good example. If I did a drawing of the arc, so I could do like a time-lapse drawing of the arc and have it cut between the arc and a slideshow of things in the arc. And then, yeah. But even then, well, that might not take as long as doing a regular art vlog. These are some good ideas, guys. My dad is off. He will be at my sister's with the rest of the family. I will get a doggy hag, which I am grateful for. Doggy hag? What's a doggy hag? A doggy bag, probably. Nestor is being playful tonight. Yes, he is. He's been a good companion during this time out here at this thing. And also, I've heard a lot of people say that when you do your YouTube channel, you need to focus on the things that make you different from others, not try to do what other people are doing, but do the thing that makes you different. And to do an art/travel vlog, that is what you're describing there, Jim, would be very much something I've never seen anybody else do. So that is a very good idea. Okay, so I think that it sounds like you guys are almost really wanting me to go in this direction of doing more art and less travel. Because, I mean, let's be honest, guys, there's already plenty of travel vlogs out there. But somebody that likes to travel and also has the ability to do good art videos, not as common. Not as common. So, hello, Karen. Good to see you here. Also, I don't know what it is, but like, well, you can't see it right now, but like my left arm has been very shaky for the past few days. Like, just like shaky, like my whole left side. Like, well, it's been my right side too. It just kind of, I don't know. I think it's because I've been sleeping weird and I cut off the circulation to this arm and let it fall asleep a few times. Need some Starbucks. Starbucks. Okay. So it sounds like you guys are still going to be willing to watch videos even if I do stop doing the travel vlogs as much. And I concentrate more on what I'm good at, which is doing the artwork. And you guys, as long as y'all are patient with me, and y'all allow me to take time away from the travel to start experimenting with different styles of art and trying to get better at it and get to where I can even get close to something on par with what I saw at the festival, at the convention for the past few days. That would be great. Yeah, everybody's saying hit the thumbs up button. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate the support. You know, I don't know. Huh. All right then. So that's settled. We're gonna concentrate more on doing artwork or doing art videos, art streams, illustrated story times. We're gonna start doing that more. We're gonna make this more Ashtunes and less travels. The travels will still be there though, of course, because I do work at fairs and festivals. I'm going to put this out there too. I have more confidence in yourself because you are good at what you do. Well, thank you. It's nice that somebody thinks so. I'm late at chat, but I like a mix of travel and artwork, but not sure what the question is. Karen, we were just talking about the fact that the channel is growing too slowly for it to make sense for me to keep doing a lot of travel vlogs, to instead concentrate more on getting good at different types of art and including digital, because that's kind of the way of the future. Because getting better at the art, the characters, doing the bodies, doing the digital, working with acrylics, doing all that is more guaranteed to start bringing in more money for me. So I need to concentrate on what's actually going to bring in more money instead of the travel vlogs, which might make me some money one day. It's just things are just growing too slowly for that to make sense. We're going to kill two birds with one stone. You're improving your money-making future and art. Yes, thank you, Jim. So I was saying that I needed to do less travel vlogs and more working on art. Because I'm just not making enough money right now for it to give me a secure future. I mean, I'm making enough that I'm staying fed, I'm paying for my gas and all my bills with no problem, but it's not enough to give me a secure future, to know that I'll be taken care of, you know, into my twilight years. So I need to start making more money. Oh, Roy and Marie says they like my rants. I've got rants that I've wrote the script for, but I'm afraid to put them up. To be honest with you, I'm thinking it might soften the blow if I put my rants up with the illustrations. So I think that's what I might do, just to kind of make things a little more fun, and so I might do that instead. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate all your support, and you're actually being understanding about the changes that need to happen here on this channel. And I'm still, guys, we're not out of the woods. I'm still really scared of what the FTC is going to do to YouTube at the end of the year. But at the same time, I might have to move things to another channel. I might have to start uploading just on the YouTube, the Facebook group. Yes, okay. And, oh, there's 24 in the chat. So, if you do want to continue watching Ashtunes and Ashtunes Travels, stuff like that, make sure that you have a good connection to the Facebook group. But realistically, if YouTube and Google gets upset at me enough, they could shut down my entire connection to Google, which would include my Google email. And I use my Google email to log into the Facebook. So potentially, if my Google account gets completely axed, I might not even be able to get onto Facebook anymore. So I might have to make another account on Facebook or somewhere. I might have to make it on Vimeo or Storyfire or, goodness forbid, TikTok. But I will find another way. If my channel gets axed and Google gets mad at me and totally shuts everything down, I'll find another way to start putting material out there. So if you guys, if everything just gets shut down and you don't see me anymore, just search around. I'll be there somewhere. The name of the Facebook group is Ashtoons. A-S-H-T-O-O-N-S, Ashtoons. Yeah. Hotmail still does no email account, so I could always go with Hotmail. I think Yahoo might still allow email accounts. So, the thing about renaming the channel, Google has already got it in their memory that my channel is called Ashtoons, and that doesn't change automatically after changing the name. Yes, you need to use 2 words, Ashtoons. I'm not sure exactly how that can help. I'm not worried at all after hearing the lawyer speak on the changes. It's all about what you intend for making videos that are going to be deleted channels. They aren't manually watching these. All they do is use a bot to come up with keywords, and the keywords can be as innocuous as cool. It can be cool, rad, awesome, anything that they consider to be children's slang or words, and they can flag it and delete it. So if I was to change all of the names of all of my videos and go through there, all 750 of them, and change, take the word tunes out of the title and out of the description, I don't think that would make any difference. Oh, okay, Ashtoons, right. On Facebook, it's 2 words, Ash and then Tunes, right, yeah. Thank you, Beth. But, yeah, once you start adjusting your videos to try to fool the bots so that they don't flag you, it's like playing a game of whack-a-mole. It's like saying, oh, well, I need to go and take the word tunes out of everything. And then I got to take the word caricature out of everything. And then I've got to rewatch all my videos, and all the ones that I said the word caricature and cartoon and tunes, I need to set those to a different setting. And then I got to do this, and then I got to do that. And you go down a rabbit hole of trying to adjust and trying to adjust and trying to adjust so that you don't get seen, or that you can keep your head down below the algorithm, and you just can't do it. It's not possible. You can't. It's so inaccurate. What these bots look for is so incredibly inaccurate that anything could be flagged as meant for children. So it doesn't. I'm not about to start going through and adjusting all of my names, the name of my channel, the names on my videos, and all my descriptions and all of my tags, which I haven't even used tags for the last year or two. But I'm not going to start doing all that. That's a rabbit hole I do not want to even begin to try to go down. I'm not going to start adjusting everything. No, I did not start monetizing. I did not start monetizing, and after giving it some thought, I doubt I ever will monetize. I think it's more ethical to you guys if I never monetize, so you guys never have to sit through stupid ads at the beginning. And I want to leave it completely optional, whether you guys want to contribute or not. So at some point I might start a, they call that the coffee fund, or a Patreon or something along those lines. But I don't think I'm ever going to monetize. Of course, some people say that after you monetize, YouTube actually starts promoting you more. I don't know. I might do it just for that. Just to get a little bit more recognition, maybe get some more subscribers. But I really don't like the idea of monetizing and start putting ads and stuff. If I was to do it, I think I might put an ad like at the end, right at the very end, instead of at the beginning. Let's see, all the videos of ours that was just Roxy had comments removed via YouTube, but no tag, not tagged as kids videos. I don't know, COPPA is a very serious thing. It's better to grow your brand than to monetize for AdSense. No one is going to make much from AdSense anyway. You can still super chat, Patreon, and PayPal. Yes, Karen. That's very true. At least offensive ads are a banner ad or the ads at the end. At least offensive ads are banner ad, or a banner ad. I know it's been around since 1998, but I think, and this might be going out there a little too far, but I think that people have way too much talked about YouTubers as though they're millionaires, which is not true. But those gray-haired around the boardroom table types that are out there on the FTC have got it in their head that there's people making millions on YouTube and they want some of that money. And so now they're cracking down on a way that they can exploit and get some of that money out of those YouTubers. That's what I think they're doing. I don't think they have the interest of children at heart at all. I think they just want some money. If you listen to that one guy that was talking, like one guy from COPPA, he was saying that they have aggressive ways to expedite and go through the 3 million channels, and he described it as shooting fish in a barrel. That's the way he described it when we're talking about destroying YouTubers' lives. YouTubers that are just trying to pursue something they love and trying to make a little bit of money at it. He described it as shooting fish in a barrel. He doesn't see they don't see you as a person trying to pursue your passion. They see you as a fish in a barrel. Let's see. I thought that's why you waited to get to 1,000. I just came. Yes, I know. I haven't monetized, but I hit 1,000, and I've just been busy making money at my regular job, and I haven't gotten on to doing the Spreadshirt or the monetizing or any of that. Petition you can sign to with changing COPPA law. A petition ain't going to do any good. Once lawmakers and the government has got dollar signs in their eyes, they see another way that they can make some money. A petition ain't going to do any good. That's just spitting in the ocean. That ain't doing any, that ain't gonna do a thing. I know I might sound a little negative here, but you know, I see it as somebody yelling into the wind. The wind's gonna blow you down anyway. It doesn't care. Let's see, Will and Don went live talking about it and mentioned you last night. Let's see, YT, it still working out the kinks to the platform is in compliance with COPPA, but deleting channel and video is not the solution. Back up your data and mark your videos and sit back until January. Yes. Now, guys, I'm still going to be setting up at the Christmas light show, the Shadrach Christmas light show at the Smoky Stadium. And doing that is going to, I'm going to take some video of that. So we've still got that to vlog about. There's only so many videos I can vlog about working at a Christmas light show. But we've got some of that to work on. So it's not like I'm just going to stop making videos. You know, I've got lots of stuff that's still coming out. You're right, because they do not care about any of us say they're going to do what they want to do. That's very true. Yeah. January should be a slow month on YouTube. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are just kind of like sitting back, just waiting to see exactly what the government is going to do. If they're really going to just start like shooting fish in a barrel. And the thing is, guys, I mean, I'm just an artist. I'm just a character artist. If I got a single fine of $42,000, it would take me years to pay that off. Just one fine. And they can fine you not just one fine for your channel. They can fine you for each video that they find in violation. And I've got 750 videos on my channel. And like I said, it's all family friendly. I don't have any profanity and no nudity and no violence or confrontation of any. It's all just travel vlogs. That's all it is. But I don't know. I have no idea what they're going to do. Yeah, I should be able to see lots of drawings during Christmas. Maybe. We'll see. So, that's what I'm scared of. You know. I can't have fines coming in. Yeah, Will. Yeah. It's nice to see somebody from the Dixie Classic Fair is still watching my videos. Thank you, Will. So, faith is stronger than the government. That's a good way to think about it. But guys, I really do feel like I'm under persecution right now. It's just, I don't know. And I would say I'm just going to go to Twitch. You know, I'm going to go to Vimeo. I'm going to go to TikTok. I'll go to Facebook. I'll do something else. I'll just go somewhere else. But this is a federal law that it applies to the entire internet. So it doesn't matter which platform you go to. Now, the other platforms might be secondary. They're focusing on YouTube first because it's the biggest one. But eventually they're going to go to TikTok. And they're going to go to Vimeo and Twitch and Mixer or whatever other streaming service that there is out there. They'll get to all of them. And they're going to dole out their fines and ruin people's lives and make people go homeless and bankrupt and destitute and just left and right, shooting fish in a barrel all over the internet. Once you get a federal fine, I don't think you can even claim bankruptcy and get rid of it through that. I think it's like a student loan. It's from the government. That fine. The only way to really get away from it would be to go to another country and just become a resident of a different country and never come back to America. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Karen. If you do say at the beginning, if you do say at the beginning of your videos that this is not intended for children 13 or under, that would make you in compliance if you said that, or put it like a little card at the beginning of each one of your videos that did that. But that would only apply to all the ones I make from this point on, where I have to say that at the beginning of every video. It doesn't apply to the 750 that I've already made in my backlog. I would have to go through, and I don't think there's any way to adjust them once they're put up. I would have to delete them, add the title, add the card at the beginning, and re-upload them, which I don't think I could do that. It would not make sense to do that. Yeah. And it's really going to get old to have to say that at the beginning of every video. And not to mention that when you say that this video is not intended for children 13 or under, if you say that, it automatically sounds like, well, okay, that must mean that there's going to be profanity in adult situations in your videos, and I don't intend to put any of that in my videos, like, ever. Will and Don said they are going through all their videos. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do first, Karen, is I'm going to go through and I'm going to put not intended for children on the entire channel. And just thinking back, I can't think of any certain video that I ever made with the intention of kids 13 or under to watch it. I can't think of a single one. Yeah. So I don't know. YouTube is really messed up on this one. They have really, really messed up on this one. And I think I really hope that somebody, a competitor, somebody will step up and create a new platform that is completely free of all this stuff that we can finally start uploading to, that can actually compete with YouTube, and everybody from YouTube can move over there and have their notifications work and have their stuff promoted and their to be able to get subscribers and not have subscribers randomly unsubscribed for no reason at all, to have their comments and their content censored. And just somebody needs to create a platform where it's fair again. It's actually fair, and it's about the creators again. If 6 weeks ago you could answer the question of is 13 or under, is no. There is, then all your channel is over 13, yeah. And what I hear, if you say not for children, 13 and under, you can't even have children in your video. You can't even have children in your video. I've had my little niece and nephew in my videos a couple times last Christmas. Some guy in Washington, and they are willing to listen to you. I think he is a lawyer and has a channel. I saw that. I did see that. I'm not going back to MySpace. Yeah. Roxy here putting a little levity on the situation. Thank you, Roxy. I don't know. MySpace was pretty cool. There was a lot of personalization you could do on MySpace that you can't do with Facebook. I really kind of miss MySpace. I miss them days. I'm reminiscent of the days of MySpace. I liked it. Alright, guys. I think we have... No, it's only about your intent for the audience of your video. Yeah. Alright, guys, we have gone over the negative and the bad and the unsure and the scary parts long enough. Oh goodness, we're already 50 minutes in. Alright, let us go over what I found. Not what I found, but the artwork that I got from the convention. Okay, first off, well, those are some party sketches. First off was this one, and you guys might remember seeing this on the wall. What was the artist's name? Okay, he didn't sign it. I'll have to get him to sign it whenever we see him again at the next convention. Okay, so this is a picture of me, right here, and he was asking me about my situation, you know, what do I do? And I told him that I pretty much just live on the road and eat cheeseburgers and let the grease dry on my hands from the wind of the open window as I head off to the next event. So, this is what he drew, just from that description. So I think that's really done really well. I really like that one. Love it to death. That one, if I've got wall space in my studio, that one will be hung up. Definitely be hung up. Let's see here. Then I got this one here. This one here. This was kind of a beginner artist. He didn't look like he'd been at it for a while, for a long time, but he did the whole full body thing, which was ambitious. And it's got a picture of me in my usual insulated vest, which I've got to get a new one. Got my compression sleeves there, and I am mining a golden nosy out of a stone here. And he went a different direction here. We didn't do the long beak, kind of like most people normally do. He kind of actually made it the opposite, made it shorter. But he did give me the nose that's lifted up underneath the eyes there, which you can tell it's me, so that's not bad. I had another one too, I'm not seeing right now. Oh, here it is. And then I got this one here. This was from an artist. This is List Tunes with a Z. This was another artist that drew a picture of me. And he went a little bit more like what I usually get drawn as. He's got my nose lifted where you can see the nostrils. And this is very accurate, this part here with the long beak, with the tall forehead there. And then he kind of went with this whole shape where everything kind of starts way back here and then pushes out as it goes through the beard, which is a very character thing to do. I like this, very gestural, I think the word for that is. So that I really like that one. So that was the 3 that I got drawn of me this year. Last time I got like 7. But I only got 3 this time. Which is I'm cool with that. So there's that. Also, when I was in Memphis, I stopped by a Cash America pawn, and I finally found something I had been looking for so long. I finally found a PlayStation Vita that was a reasonable price. I'm going to pull it out here for you guys. Here it is. I got this PlayStation Vita. Now, it's, I checked all the buttons, made sure it was coming on fine. Let's see here. Yeah, so I checked all the buttons. It actually had a game already in it that kind of came with it. Here it is. There we go. It's coming on. But for those of you guys that don't know, on PlayStation or Sony made a handheld called the PlayStation. What was it called? It was called the PSP, the PlayStation Portable, and it ran off of little discs, and it wasn't very successful. So they gave it another go, and the second time they did it, well, it's not charging. Something's wrong with the charger. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah, that's probably why. There we go. Now it's charging. Okay. So they made a second go at it, and their second go at it was really, really good. This is called the PlayStation Vita, and instead of running off of downloads or discs, it runs off of little cards, little actual cartridges. And I'm afraid to pull it out while it's running, so I'm going to show you what they look like. Okay, so they would come in these packages here, little book packages, and this is the size of the card. So this was years before the PlayStation Switch, and Sony had these little cards that you could put into the PlayStation Vita, and get this, the back side is touch sensitive. So you can, like with this game right here, it's all kind of like tear away, and there's parts of it where you actually press your fingers into the back of the console here, and you actually see your fingers come through in the screen, and you can tear parts of the background away. It's really, really cool. Also, it's got twin sticks, which is something that not even the new 3DS has got twin sticks. You have to get a special adapter to get that. But it comes standard on the PlayStation Vita. This has got a cult following. People love this. It just did not have the market share like the DS did. Anyway, these things still typically go for over $100, typically about 100, 130. I found this one for $63, and that was because it had just come down. And these Cash America ponds, the longer it's been on the shelf, the cheaper it gets. And it had just come down to 63. So I got a PlayStation Vita for about half the price that it normally runs for. So I was really proud of myself on that. I think I did. I think I found a really good deal there. Let me just turn that off and let it charge. Starting next year, whenever I clean out my camper, I'm gonna take all the consoles out. Like I said, I've been having all those consoles up on the shelves, but over the past year, realistically, the only thing that I've used was the PlayStation. Not the PlayStation, excuse me. The only thing that I have used was the Xbox 360 and the GameCube Game Boy player. Those are the only two consoles that I've ever even played throughout the entire year. So realistically, I'm taking up room and adding weight in my camper for stuff that I'm not using. So now that I have a new 3DS and a PlayStation Vita, I'm going to leave the Xbox 360 in there and the GameCube. So we're going to go down to 2 consoles, a VCR, and then 2 handheld consoles. That's going to really declutter things in the camper. So I'm going to be hauling around a lot less video games next year. No, not the Wii U, not so much. I have played the Wii U a little bit. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to keep playing Breath of the Wild. I did play that quite a bit. So I might leave the Wii U in there. Okay, thanks, Roxy. Thanks for coming in. Nestor's a little worked up right now because he's seeing a lot of activity out here. Look at this. Look at his eyes. What's going on? I see stuff. People are moving around. I hear people talking. Something's going on. What's going on? He's so like intensely just looking. Oh, what is it? What is it? What's going on? What is it? He is so entertaining to watch. Anyway, yes, bye, Roxy. So we're going to be changing seasons again in the camper. I'm going to be cleaning it out, probably adding a few layers to the mattress, cleaning out a lot of the consoles, and we're going to consolidate some of the cooking supplies as well. Yeah, so we've got that coming. But oh, need I forget? Guys, we still have working on the cabin to do over the Christmas season. I've got to get that livable as well. So we got a lot of work to do. It's going to be, yeah. There he goes again. What you staring at, Nestor? What's going on out there? What do you see? What do you see? Well, let's see what he's looking at. What's he looking at? What's he looking at? What do you see? Gonna go look out that side now? Don't like that I'm looking at you? Oh, Yankee in the South. Will and Dawn. I was wanting to find out. I wanted to catch the live stream that you guys did when y'all were talking about what you were going to do about the COPPA situation. So what are you guys going to do about it? Because by the time I was trying to actually watch the live stream later after it rendered, and it was already deleted. So I would like to know exactly what you guys are going to do about the whole COPPA situation. How are you guys going to deal with it? Oh, I guess they already left. Oh well. Okay, so something else that I found while I was at the, actually where I went was, oh, here we go. I just marked them all as adult and wait for the bot sweep in early January, then see what how everything unfolds. Okay. I hope you all stay with it, cause we watch you every night. Well, thank you. Whew. Anyway, I'm a big fan of Weird Al. I love Weird Al. Absolutely love Weird Al. And somehow I had gone through his last two releases and hadn't bought them, so I bought both of those. So I got both of these from McKay's in Nashville. So really happy to have these. Now I can listen to some more Weird Al. A bunch of these songs I've already heard because he was actually releasing the music videos on YouTube. Love you, Weird Al, for doing that kind of stuff. But there's a bunch on here, the lesser known songs that I'd like to listen to as well. So there's that. Also, I found a game called Turmoil for the 2600. And Woody Pop, which is kind of an Arkanoid style game with a lot of other mechanics to it for the Sega Game Gear. And also, were you guys aware that Nintendo had a platform in the 90s, well, maybe the early 2000s, with Altered Beast on it? Yeah, a almost strictly Sega game somehow found its way to the Game Boy Advance. So I was happy to find that for $5. Nice deal. And this one right here, just make sure you back up all your videos onto a hard drive just in case. Yes, good idea. Anyway, this was one that I've been looking for a while, and I got this one. As far as hidden gems on the Wii go, there's only one left that I need to find, and it's called the Little King. I think it's called the Little King. But I finally got this one. And this is one where you're actually playing as a shadow, trying to get to the top of a castle. And whenever things are like, you need to adjust stuff so you can make the next jump, you actually adjust the angle of the sun so that the shadows move, and then you can actually jump to the next part. So it's like a puzzle / platformer, which is just awesome. Did you have an inventory of all your games? I bet it's quite extensive. I don't have an inventory, which is why I've probably rebought a few games a few times, I'm sure. But I'm usually pretty accurate as far as my memory goes on which ones I already have and which ones I don't. So yeah, I guess when I go to put them on the shelf in the new cabin, I could probably start making a catalog, inventory. Then there's actual apps that you can use for inventorying your games. Would I ever sell any of my collection? I'm sure I will eventually. When I get to where I'm like, I need more space, this stuff is taking up too much space, and then I can go through and find all the ones that I know I'll never play and take those down. But so far, the most I've done is traded in a few things. So, but like I said, though, I mean, just today buying this Vita yesterday at a pawn shop for half the price it typically goes for. That's the kind of stuff that I like. Is don't think I'm out there, spending up all of my spare money on stuff. I hunt because to find a deal like that, I have been looking for about 2 years, keeping my eye out for a PlayStation Vita that I could get for a deal. I wanted a deal. That's what I was looking for. So I'm very, very patient as far as consoles and stuff like that go. I'm very, very patient. And it pays off eventually. But anyway, All right, guys. Yeah, we already hit an hour. All right. I've got to get home now and get settled in. Be my investment. Yeah. Did I see Nestor? You guys want to see Nestor again? Is that what you want to see? What's something I can lure him up here with? Is there anything that rattles? Something that rattles? What is this? That's an old receipt. Keep that. I don't have anything here that rattles enough to get his attention. Alright, well, let's see if we can just call him. Nestor! 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 Come here! Nestor! Okay, here, I'll just take the camera back there. I don't know what he's staring at. There he is. What are you staring at, Nestor? What's going on? Huh? What are you looking at? Everybody's wondering where you're at, how you're doing. Huh? You doing okay? Staring at you, intensely staring at something. What are you, oh, so sniffing the side of my face now. What's that about? Huh? Okay. Yeah, maybe he is longing for home. There he is over this shoulder. You can see him right there. There he is. The little traveling companion, everyone. Okay, guys. Okay, I think we're done. We've gone over the negative, the scary, and then we went over the positive. You guys gave me some really good ideas about how to continue improving on the artwork and also grow the channel at the same time. And what y'all are telling me is that I need to concentrate on making more art videos, and that should grow the channel faster. And it would also kill two birds with one stone, because it would make it where I would improve at my artwork and make more money because I'm better at the artwork. So I really appreciate y'all, your feedback on that and your support. And when I say I'm going to make less travel videos and more art videos, instead of being disappointed, you guys seem to be very happy about it. So I appreciate that immensely. I really am grateful for that. So that's going to be it for this one. And thanks for, coming on to my live stream and giving me all this positive feedback, even on a night whenever I wasn't scheduling a live stream. Just thank you all. And guess we're going to get back on the road, Nestor. Are you happy about that? You ready to get back? He's getting a little restless. So we're going to get back on the road. What are you seeing? It's just somebody getting out of their van. You don't like vans? You don't like people getting out of their vans? Here, lay down on the jacket. Lay down on the jacket. Go on. There you go. All right. I would think the gaming and movie videos be for kids, maybe. I don't know about that. Huh. Anyway. Alright, guys. I will see y'all again in the next one. Good night.